practice English speaking.
Hello, welcome to Practice English Speaking, where English is friendly, mistakes are welcome, and coffee is basically our third host.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Jake, and I already made one English mistake today, and it's only morning. So wow, good job me.
See, perfect example already, Jake, because today we talk about something very real, talking about your day in English without stress.
Exactly. Because when someone asks, "How was your day?" my brain sometimes goes totally empty, like no files found, error, please restart.
Same here, honestly. Even in my own language sometimes, I'm like, I woke up, I survived, that's it.
And that's okay, because today we'll show you how small, simple sentences are enough. No fancy words.
Yes, beginner friends, relax your shoulders, breathe, sip water, and remember, English is not a monster. It's more like a sleepy cat.
A sleepy cat that sometimes scratches you when grammar appears, but still cute.
True. So today's topic is simple and powerful. How to talk about your day in English like real people do.
Real people who forget words, repeat sentences, laugh at mistakes, and still communicate, which is the goal, not perfection.
Exactly. And if you're listening while cooking, walking, or pretending to study but actually relaxing, welcome. We're happy you're here.
Yes, and if you're listening in bed and saying, just 5 minutes, don't worry, we won't tell anyone. Secret.
Okay, Jake, let's start like real life. Jake, how was your day today?
Oh, wow, pressure already. But okay, my day was busy, but normal, like toast without butter.
Toast without butter. That sounds sad, but honest. I like it. Why busy?
Well, I woke up late, which means I woke up early for stress, and my alarm was very angry at me.
Haha, alarms are always angry like tiny robots yelling, "Wake up, human!"
Exactly. And I pressed snooze too many times, which is my daily workout. Finger exercise only.
Same here, Olympic snooze champion, gold medal every morning.
After that, I rushed to get ready. I looked for my socks, but my socks were hiding from me.
Socks disappear like magic. I think they go on vacation without telling us.
Yes, one sock was there, the other was like, "Good luck, friend," and gone.
So what did you do? Wear different socks like a fashion rebel?
Of course. I call it modern style, but really it's just laziness mixed with hope.
Haha, see listeners? This is real English. Simple sentences, funny life, no stress.
Exactly. So after socks drama, I had breakfast. Very simple breakfast.
What did you eat? Please say something healthy so I feel guilty.
Coffee and bread. So no guilt for you today, sorry.
Oh, good. I feel safe now. My salad can relax.
Then I checked my phone, which was a big mistake because suddenly 30 minutes disappeared.
Phones are time machines, but only one direction. Future disappears.
Yes, I was scrolling and thinking, just one more. Famous last words.
Classic daily life English sentence right there. Just one more. We all say it.
Then I started work, and work was okay. Not exciting, not terrible, just work.
That's very honest English. Not every day is movie level exciting.
Exactly. I answered emails, drank more coffee, and pretended to understand everything.
Pretending is an important life skill, honestly.
Very true. And at lunch, I wanted something healthy, but my stomach wanted something fried.
And the stomach always wins, let me guess.
Always. Zero debate. Stomach is the boss.
So what did you eat?
I ate fried food and then felt happy for 5 minutes and sleepy for 2 hours.
Food happiness has a short battery life.
Yes, low power mode activated immediately.
After lunch, how was your afternoon?
Slow, very slow. Like my brain was walking instead of running.
Walking brain is still okay. Sometimes mine is sitting and drinking tea.
That's even worse, but relatable.
And this is how you talk about your day, listeners. Simple time words: morning, afternoon, lunch, evening.
Yes, no need for big grammar names, just clear order and honest feelings.
Okay, now my turn. Jake, do you want to hear about my day or should I keep it secret forever?
Please tell us. Secrets are heavy and I'm already tired.
Okay, my day started early. Too early, like birds were still confused.
When birds are confused, that's very early. Wow.
Yes, I woke up, stretched, and asked myself, why am I awake?
A very deep morning question.
Then I made tea because coffee before sunrise feels dangerous to me.
That's wise. Coffee before sunrise can change personalities.
Exactly. Then I checked my schedule and realized I forgot something important.
Oh no, that sentence always means trouble.
Yes, I forgot a small task, but my brain made it feel huge, like end of the world huge.
Brains love drama. They should work in movies.
Totally, but I fixed it. Slowly, calmly, with deep breaths and one snack.
Snacks solve many problems. Not all, but many.
After that, my work was smooth. Not perfect, but smooth enough to smile.
Smooth days are underrated, honestly.
At lunch, I met a friend and we talked about life, work, and food because food is always the main topic.
Food connects people more than Wi-Fi.
True, and in the afternoon I felt tired, so I walked a little to wake up.
Walking is good, unless you walk into a wall, which I've done, sadly.
That's impressive in a bad way.
Thank you. I try my best.
In the evening, I relaxed, watched something funny, and laughed too loudly.
Loud laughing is healthy. Neighbors learn about your joy for free.
Exactly, free happiness delivery service.
So, listeners, did you notice how Anna talked about her day?
Yes, I used simple verbs. Woke up, ate, worked, relaxed. Easy English.
And feelings too. Tired, happy, stressed, relaxed. Very important words.
Now, let's practice together, but in a fun way, not teacher scary way.
Yes, imagine someone asks you, "How was your day?" And you don't panic.
You can say, my day was good, or my day was busy, or even, my day was okay.
Okay is a powerful word. It saves lives.
Then you add one small detail, like I worked, or I studied, or I stayed home.
Boom, conversation started. English unlocked.
And if you forget a word, you can smile and say, I don't know the word.
That sentence alone is perfect English, actually.
Exactly. Confidence is not knowing everything, it's continuing anyway.
Deep, but true, like a fortune cookie that speaks English.
Okay, Jake, let's do a mini role play. Very casual.
Okay, I'm ready. Brain slightly awake now?
Hi, Jake. How was your day today?
Hi, Anna. My day was busy but good. I worked, ate too much, and now I'm tired but happy.
Perfect. Simple, clear, and very human.
Thank you. I practiced for years, also known as living.
Listeners, you can pause and try saying your own version out loud.
Yes, even whispering counts. English doesn't judge volume.
Now, let's talk about common beginner mistakes in a friendly way, not grammar police way.
Yes, grammar police are scary. We are grammar-friendly neighbors.
Many beginners think they must speak long sentences, but short is okay.
Short sentences are like snacks, easy to eat, still useful.
Another mistake is thinking your day must be exciting to talk about.
No, boring days are also great practice. Trust me, I'm an expert in boring days.
Same. Boring days need love too.
You can talk about small things, weather, food, mood.
Yes, it was hot, I felt tired, I ate rice, all perfect English.
And repetition is good. Repeating helps memory, not annoying at all.
Exactly. If someone judges you for repeating, that's their problem, not your English.
Strong statement. I like it.
Now let's slowly move to evening talk because days have endings, sadly.
Yes, evenings are like the soft landing of the day.
In the evening, people often say, I relaxed, or I watched TV, or I rested.
Or I did nothing, which is my favorite activity.
Doing nothing is doing something for your brain.
Very true. My brain says thank you.
Okay, listeners, remember, talking about your day is about connection, not perfection.
English is a bridge, not a test paper.
Wow, Jake, that was poetic. I'm impressed.
Thank you. It came from my tired heart.
As we slowly wrap up, take one deep breath and smile.
You practiced English today, and that already makes today a good day.
Yes, even listening is practice. Your brain is working quietly.
Like a ninja brain, learning without noise.
Keep practicing every day, small steps, small sentences, big confidence.
And don't forget to laugh at mistakes. They are part of the story.
Exactly. Mistakes make great memories later.
Thank you for spending your time with us today.
We're proud of you for practicing English.
And remember, your day is worth talking about, even if it was just toast without butter.
Yes, even toast deserves a story.
See you next time, friends.
Bye-bye. Keep smiling and keep speaking English.